On Monday, Donald Trump officially won the state of Michigan, bringing him to a total electoral tally of 306 votes. His former campaign manager and current advisor, Kellyanne Conway, sent out a celebratory tweet reading, 306. Landslide. Blowout. Historic. But here's the problem: the electoral margin that Trump won by is not historic, nor a blowout. In fact, it's one of the slimmest margins in the last 100 years. Trump is ahead of Hillary Clinton 306 in the Electoral College to the former Secretary of State's 232. That 74-vote margin only beats George W. Bush's narrow wins in 2004 by 35 electoral votes and 2000 by 5 votes, and former President Jimmy Carter's 57-vote win over Gerald Ford in 1976. The only other margin as thin came in 1916, when former President Woodrow Wilson beat former Supreme Court Justice Charles E. Hughes by 23 votes. Aside from those contests, all of the other election winners of the last 100 years won by a larger margin than the current president-elect. And if Conway is looking for true blowouts, she can talk about former President Franklin D. Roosevelt's 523 electoral votes versus former Kansas Governor Alf Landon's 8 in 1936. Or the 1984 election, when former President Ronald Reagan got 525 electoral votes compared to former Vice President Walter Mondale's 13. And, while Trump did win the electoral vote, he is more than 2 million votes behind Clinton in the popular tally. So, election 2016 was many things, but historic blowout it was not.